Man, I hate when I do this. But we're gonna finish this Bloodline story. Get into it. Might hit the island. They done turned the island into NBA 2K with the free roaming. Yeah, I should have left with the storylines. In my opinion, should have left with the storylines. It would have been perfect. This showcase, baby. But I like how they did it, like the Undertaker's, not with Undertaker, with WrestleMania last year.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest.
So we saw this one with The Rock on my last game, so we're just gonna skip.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky
The following
Maivia.
contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a...
Let's skip wrestling. Once I heard Spencer's gonna come out, we're gonna skip that.
You can see it in everyone's eyes. They all want this championship.
This was The Rock's very first show he came to WWE. So then after this, he ended up becoming the leader of the Nation of Domination after turning on Farouk.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest.
Yeah, I don't
a
like to
higher
say too much,
class
man.
of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion this...
Oh, he got him! Is he going to lock this in?
Coquina Clutch locked it. Will it get countered? Yes, not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here. And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle.
Oh, let me go for it.
Oh. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a
Oh,
young
man, get him up,
wrestler
get him
and
up.
pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win. Reversal after reversal. These two have counters for days.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows. Upper class taunting just beat Rocky down. From way up, double axe handle.
Got him.
Smothering offense now from Rocky.
Maivia keeps bringing the energy.
Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home.
Whoa.
Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
They should have.
Helmsley
They should
muscling
have went
Maivia
back
up to
into
the top
the
turnbuckle and a big right hand.
actual
Helmsley with
footage.
something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Like they did in regular WrestleMania. That would have been dope.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize?
Okay.
This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in
Also,
my
but they made it
arsenal?
to where you
And I
can't
think we may
skip
get
the
our
animation.
answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Man, I don't like that. Why you made it so? Why you made it like this?
Here is your winner, and the new Intercontinental
Or
Champion,
yeah, no, that match was short.
Maivia.
We have a new
Everybody
Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, that was kind of quick.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia.
Yep.
You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
Thank you. I'm glad you put that damn thing
He
down.
is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawai
No disrespect outside of him holding it.
wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steel. You will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steel.
It was crazy. I think this is the first time that he has been in a video game.
He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Why are we in a Raw Stadium, bro? Bro, that looks just like him. In a steel cage?
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Trying to get the early win with this pin.
And he kicks out.
He thought he did more damage than he actually did.
Mistake made by Steel. Oh, man.
Big impact.
Slugging it out, toe-to-toe now.
It's not that good, but okay.
Hockey fight's just broken out. Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Choppy.
And neither one of them is letting up.
Damn, barely missed
Who will break first? That is the question.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE
There we go.
Universe.
Headbutt. Nothing fancy there.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steel often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
We've seen that Steel isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia, so he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steel, well, he's eyeing the 3 count here.
And a strong kick out in 1.
Not quite enough to put him away.
And George is caught.
Oh, man, backbreaker.
Does Peter Maivia have this sewn up?
Scaling the steel cage wall.
Perched up top. Brace for this impact. Like a guillotine.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
The Animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his
biggest
rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the Animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steel to get even crazier. Into the pin. Could be over for Maivia. The count was stopped before it started.
Where in the world does one find such strength at this stage to kick out that early in the count?
Punishing. Into the pin.
What?
George is trying to seal this one up. He breaks the pin before a 1 count.
How did he do that? Ooh, wasn't expecting that. Boom, running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that.
Here we go again.
So much damage inflicted.
No way Steel's coming back from that.
Ooh, Maivia just dominated the animal with that one.
What is going on here?
And now the shoulders down.
This might be it.
Hold on. He stops the count.
He's clawing his way up the side of the cage here.
Launching.
What a missile drop kick.
Woo.
Let's see what Peter Maivia can do.
Dishing out a suplex.
George Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding.
Taking flight. Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver.
Boom, running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
He's able to reverse it.
These two showing how well they know each other. Wait.
This isn't good. He's got bad things in mind. Oh, what a headbutt. Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief and the tribal tattoos on his body.
Double leg takedown. Gonna stack them up here. Look at countered into a new cover. Why on earth would he give up the pin?
He's got bad intentions. Boom, running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
That's a well-targeted attack to the body.
And clearly
Why is everything moving so slow for him right now?
Punch lands. These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow. Maivia one step ahead.
slugging away.
That's what he's feeling like real bad. Well, I'm in my hate.
And it's furious.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Headbutt. Nothing fancy there. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh, yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
What a headbutt. Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied. A stump puller.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Oh, look out.
George Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight.
Blast off!
Oh, man.
Steel turning Maivia
You want to maybe
into the
lose his match
hunted
for real?
hero, looking to
Trippy.
dethrone the High Chief. Oof. But here comes the fire. Jumping headbutt finds the mark.
Delivers the snapmare and drops the fist. And Peter Maivia is stepping up.
Oh, knee. Lights out. This has been a true brawl, and you can see Maivia and Steel are pushing each other to the limit. Rocked with a headbutt, but not done yet.
A second one. Man. Momentum is all with Maivia now.
And now he's looking to lock in this submission. A stump puller.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
He's going back to the well.
Caught with the backbreaker.
Hit it again, and that's got to be it.
There's two. And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
That's crazy.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
She's not like most girls. She's also not like
Nia
most
Jax.
WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morrigan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And it's all come down to this, the final. The 20. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria facing off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Who will take home the crown? A gorilla press slam. Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves. Throws her back in from ringside.
Getting set up in the corner now.
Ooh, headbutt.
Nothing pretty about that.
Oh, look at this. Boot right to the throat. Nia doing exactly what she set out to do, keeping Valkyria grounded.
Now Jax needs to stay the course, and the crown will be hers.
Oh, stuck between the corner and a splash.
Jax is showcasing her power right here.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here.
And knew what was coming there. In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second Queen of the Ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
You've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any. From the top!
All the way down to the floor.
What a spectacular misfire.
And that is why we say don't try this at home, viewers, because of terrible miscalculations like that. Oh, sent straight into the corner hard. Chucked right out of the ring. She's getting back up, but she's super out of it.
Whoa. Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight. Oh, what a headbutt.
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months. And Jax has stayed that dominant for years. Strong impact.
And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
And the Irresistible Force is really keeping Valkyria.
These two going strike for strike, it seems.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what. The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out.
She gets put in the corner.
Feet tied up, has to be feeling vulnerable here. Stuck in the tree of woe.
They are doing whatever they please.
And it appears that the crown is now within reach for Jax.
Well, if you didn't see things going this way, you're a fool.
She has it down for the count.
Holding over versus it. Shoulders down. Whoa, didn't expect that.
What is she doing? Nia Jax, so powerful, so dominant.
Oh, my Lord. There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call the move by its real name. It's a Samoan driver. You think Nia Jax doesn't have the Samoan driver scouted? Nia Jax is doing whatever she wants. Each Samoan drop driving all of the air out of Lyra Valkyria.
Oh my gosh, with one hand.
She's launched out of the ring. It headed up top.
Sky high. What? They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat. Oh, toss to ringside.
Oh, what a shot. Arm control here, gonna roll through. But Maestro applied.
An ineffective pin.
Late in the match, but somehow has the incomparable power to kick out before the... Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, gonna climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, he ended like that.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, you know, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? You know, he had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. But it became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
Yeah, part of Too Cool.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi.
What was under Rikishi that night, boy? They had to
But
pray.
little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit
of the
family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that
When he ran over Stone Cold.
Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot.
I did it
forcing him
for The
to
Rock.
main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the
Y'all gonna let me
first
drive a
place.
car and hit Stone
The
Cold?
verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
The Rock.
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins. And he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnake's music.
He's here. Austin's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Oh, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry.
We now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life. Instead, he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocket to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold.
He's got a table. We know where this is going, gentlemen.
He'll take things into the ring.
Ah, blow to the breadbasket. And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach. And they're going shot for shot, more for more.
forth, neither one giving up any ground. Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Looks like we got ourselves a hockey fight. Looks like we know who won that exchange. Launching. Back.
A pin. This might do it.
No, a kick out.
He is certainly sending a message, getting his shoulder up before two.
And Byron, I just can't see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to those disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
Taking flight. Whoa, look out. From ring post to ringside.
Crazy.
Risking it all paid off.
Corey, Austin has been out of in-ring action for nearly a year. Does any possible ring rust factor into this match?
Well, maybe if this actually was a match, but this isn't about arm drags. It's not about drop kicks. This is a fight, and there is never any rust on Stone Cold when it comes to fighting.
And here we go now. Elbow drop.
Trampling the opposition.
We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there is no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that.
Rapid fire Samoan drop.
He fights Rikishi back.
Find some payback with their own reversals.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi is
From the top. You gotta be kidding me.
Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks. Austin had that one scouted.
running leg drop. Austin in a state of distress now.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now.
Bro, I can't reverse none of those, bro. It's crazy.
Tossed back into the ring. And what's he looking for here?
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street. Oh, what a STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Rikishi feeling the pride of his family with every ounce of damage he delivers to Stone Cold.
Good Lord, what a shock. Someone's got to get control of this thing.
Uh-oh. Way to avoid that.
Just right on the temple. He goes for the pin.
Could this be it?
Shoulders up before two.
Still has a
Crazy.
great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it end like this.
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Sky high.
Oh my, apron sentai.
We talk a lot about Austin being prepared for a fight. Talk about the rattlesnake preparing to make Rikishi a dead man. Well, right now it's Rikishi doing the brawling. Rikishi's disdain for Austin looks greater than even we anticipated.
And Rikishi with a counter.
And Rikishi channeling his energy here.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. No stick impact.
And the scariest thing here is the amount of enjoyment Austin is having.
There is no amount of pain on Rikishi that Austin will ever be fully satisfied with. Vicious. And Rikishi enjoying how he's worn down the rattlesnake.
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy
This shit
artillery
is so real,
on the
bro.
outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. And he slides him back to the mat.
Down he goes.
Come on.
And we know how despicable Rikishi has been. But to throw vinegar on the rattlesnake's nest, Rikishi goes on the floor.
Early. Come on, man.
He breaks the ref's count before 2.
Still going to take a massive effort to keep him down.
Just like that, sent out of the ring. Watch out! And gets tossed back into the mat.
And hold on, are we looking at the prelude to the end of it all?
I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. Up on the top.
I don't know how he missed that, but okay.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Here's Austin set hard to the outside. Up high. Crashing to the floor.
Oh no. Decided to take a leap of faith and
failed.
the price.
Bad.
Nothing to chance here with a baseball bat in hand.
And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask. Uh-oh.
Rikishi driver. And Austin is out.
Shoulder tackle. He's headed to the top now.
Incoming. Good Lord. Taking flight. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move. Oh, my Lord.
Turns that
Oh,
in his face.
no.
Lights out.
Woo, I thought he could hit me with the sun outside that ring, boy. Definitely put it into it. Come on.
Returning to the ring now.
Come on, man. Get up.
Austin reminding him that Stone Cold is not someone to take lightly.
Rikishi, come on, man.
Taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
Man, that was
Scary mindset for the rattlesnake. Austin has scattered pictures of Rikishi all over his home.
No.
Said that every time he looks at Rikishi, he's looking at a dead man.
Yeah, Rikishi taking that as an empty threat, thinking that Austin isn't the man he claims to be. But trust me, when Stone Cold says he has you in his crosshairs, that's no empty threat.
And that was some vicious DDT we just saw.
No!
Press.
Here comes Austin.
Austin with a Fez press. Now rapid fire rights from the rattlesnake.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
A hockey stick.
The goon was not tonight's card. Was he? He saw that one coming.
Saw it coming. And counters it.
There's been a lot of vitriol coming from fans towards Rikishi these past few weeks. And this Albany crowd is continuing
Do all that for no reason, motherfucker.
disdain.
Come on.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. He truly believes he's done something for his family, for his people. His family's respect is the only respect he's desperate for.
We knew tonight was not going to be pretty. We knew we would see bedlam.
We are seeing Rikishi's evil intentions and Stone Cold rage collide.
Caught in a bad spot.
Come on, Rikishi. There's nothing wrong with your damn back, bro.
Austin just looking to humiliate his opponent.
He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Oh, we have to get the hell out of the way.
Oh, my! And the action is getting a little too close for comfort here.
Ooh.
Stopped in his tracks.
And Rikishi slows Austin down with a
Here's how much
thunderous right.
athleticism these Samoans have.
Austin's in trouble.
To Yoko,
And now
Rikishi.
steel chair. Oh, and Austin. He just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake is taking it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him.
Hellacious power slam.
Scooped up, here it comes.
Rikishi's running.
Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one.
And he gets set back into the ring.
Rikishi looking to finish the job from 10 months ago. Rikishi hoisting up his opponent.
Rikishi driver hits it again, and that's gotta do it.
2 count. Kicks out. Just kicked out.
There ain't no way in hell.
Unbelievable tenacity on display from Stone Cold. Austin simply refuses to quit.
Though you gotta believe he'll be looking for the kill shot one more time.
Power slam.
They might be able to put this one away right here. Rikishi trying to fangs the rattlesnake. Damn it. This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease.
Umaga.
The chaos that he created. A menace to
He had a run in
roster,
WWE before.
an unrepentant badass
Before he was Umaga, I believe.
tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his
Samoan
vaunted
Spike.
Samoan Spike, a vicious move used today
By his son.
by Solo
I mean his nephew.
Sikoa.
inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was gonna wreck them.
But Umaga's son also uses that same move, and he's been mad that
just a loving guy to be around, a fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing.
he's been mad that he's been using that move.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed
R.I.P. Umaga.
Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set
I'm not gonna do this match.
WWE ring.
I'm just gonna wait for him to finish.
His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family, whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits.
But he ended up winning.
Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga.
Well, I got Lillian Garcia face covered.
Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by,
She must not.
of all things,
She must didn't want to be in the game.
a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it.
But I like this. I like how they changing the course of the stuff. Umaga lost. Now we're gonna win. Head Shrinkers lost their tag team match
WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should
against the Steiner Brothers.
gotten in the first place.
We got a chance to
I
win,
assure you,
to right that
my
wrong
dear
for the
friend,
Samoan Dynasty.
Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
All right, I'm gonna end it right here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Like,
here he is.
comment,
He could be
share.
the next WWE
Let's get
champion.
into it.
in
When
your
I finish, when I come back, I'm gonna
400
finish the whole thing.
Umaga,
When I
a
come
man
back.
that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of